Fortunately, Papoose, the husband of Remy Ma, stepped in and took charge when things seemed to be spiraling out of control. He managed to calm Claressa down, reminding her of the importance of her boxing career and the significant risks she would face if she let herself get caught up in the drama. While Claressa wasn't thrilled about stepping away from the confrontation, Papoose's words hit home, and she ultimately recognized that keeping her boxing license was the more important priority. At that moment, Claressa knew that no amount of personal drama, no matter how intense, was worth jeopardizing her career in the ring. In the midst of all this, new gossip began to surface regarding Remy's possible connection with Easy, the block captain and underground battle rapper. The situation became even more awkward considering that Easy and Papoose were known to be friends. This link between Remy and Easy made things even more complicated, with whispers of infidelity and betrayal circulating online. It seemed like every move made by either Remy or Papoose was under intense scrutiny, and the public couldn't get enough of the drama. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields, the world champion boxer, found herself unexpectedly tied to this whirlwind of rumors. It all started when she was linked to another rapper, and soon enough fans were putting two and two together. Claressa, known for her fierce and unapologetic nature in the boxing world, wasn't about to back down from any rumors. But instead of fanning the flames of speculation, Papoose handled the situation with his usual calm and class, keeping his private life out of the public eye. He didn't engage in the gossip or share any details about his personal life on social media, keeping things quiet while his relationship with Claressa continued to develop. However, things took a more public turn when photos of Papoose and Claressa wearing matching watches started making the rounds on social media. Fans and tabloids immediately picked up on the images, with many speculating that the two were more than just friends. As the gossip machine spun into overdrive, the drama took on a life of its own. The rumors about Claressa and Papoose's relationship seemed to strike a nerve with Remy, who had already been dealing with her own personal struggles. The heat between Remy and Claressa reached a boiling point, with accusations flying in every direction. Amidst all the drama, Papoose stayed composed, never allowing the chaos to distract him from what mattered most: his family and his career. Despite the public scrutiny, Papoose made a conscious effort to keep his private life private, refusing to engage in the gossip or respond to the speculation that surrounded his marriage and his relationship with Claressa. Instead, he focused on moving forward, with the understanding that some things were better left unsaid. For Claressa, the drama has been both exhausting and frustrating. As a world champion boxer, she's used to the spotlight, but this type of personal chaos was something entirely different. The possibility that her drinks had been tampered with before a major fight only added fuel to the fire. If true, it could have seriously affected her performance and led to a major setback in her career. Claressa had worked too hard to let something like this derail her future, and Papoose's intervention was crucial in preventing that from happening. While she was initially caught up in the emotion, the timing of the public revelation of Papoose and Claressa's relationship couldn't have been worse. As more details surfaced about Remy's personal life, the tension between the two women grew. It appeared that Remy was upset about the idea of Papoose moving on with someone else, especially given the complexity of their relationship. As rumors continued to swirl, it seemed like Claressa's involvement with Papoose was the final straw, pushing Remy to confront the situation head-on. Of the situation, Claressa knew that maintaining control of her career was paramount, and stepping away from the drama was the right choice. As the dust settles, it's clear that the tension between Claressa, Remy, and Papoose is far from over. The public will continue to speculate and gossip about every detail, but for now, it seems that Claressa and Papoose are focused on moving forward, putting the drama behind them. However, as the entertainment world knows all too well, where there's smoke, there's often fire, and only time will tell how this chaotic story ultimately unfolds. Screenshots of Claressa with Papoose while he was still staying at her house. She even made disparaging remarks, saying that Claressa hung up the phone when she heard Remy's voice. Looking at Remy, she thought, "Girl, you cheated first. Why are you mad?" The double standards were real. Remy wasn't finished, though, and accused Claressa of fabricating stories to harm her reputation, claiming that Claressa's teen was out there attempting to discredit her in a classic clapback queen fashion. Claressa responded on Twitter, accusing Remy of being resentful and accusing her of being, "It was petty, messy, and everything," not to mention the video of Claressa dancing, which insiders claim infuriated Remy. Claressa even joked while actually fighting Remy and invited her to her upcoming match in Flint, Michigan. If Claressa wasn't a professional boxer, Remy was prepared to throw hands. The internet was consuming everything, and just as things appeared to be cooling down, Remy fueled the flames by warning everyone at her upcoming WAP combat event not to bring up the tension between Claressa and Papoose, or they catch. The drama between Remy Ma and Claressa Shields is so intense that you can almost feel it through your screen. This isn't your typical feud as a whole, it's chaos. These hands, period. This beef is straight up reality show material, and it doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon. Grab your popcorn, friends. New level. As anybody familiar with Remy knows, she has never shied away from using her hands to handle situations. She has established a reputation for not backing down. As Remy has always been known for standing her ground, like when she clashed with Toya Johnson on Love Hip Hop, but this situation with Claressa Shields feels way more serious. Claressa isn't just any opponent, she's a world champion boxer. Let's be honest, if Remy ever tried to throw hands with her, we all know how that would end. But instead of facing Claressa directly, rumors say Remy might have taken a sneakier route. Word is, she may have paid someone to spike Claressa's drink with banned substances, hoping a positive drug test would ruin her career. If true, it could have cost Claressa her titles and reputation. Could have resulted in a suspension, disqualification, and even the loss of her titles. Talk about shady tactics. When Claressa learned of this, she was prepared to pull up at Remy's house to make amends, but Papoose intervened and prevented her from making a grave error by reminding her that putting hands on fans had plenty to say about Remy's potential to cost her everything, including her boxing license, titles, and the profession she has fought so hard to build. Many people said, "Burrow, you're a boxer, we know you can fight, so why risk?" It's just wild rumors. After all, this isn't just about Claressa and Papoose, it's a full-fledged drama with social media ablaze and everyone taking sides. If you thought that was the end of it, 50 Cent had to get involved because of whether he's genuinely worried about Remy or just stirring things up for fun. His comments have people talking. At this point, the feud has gone from being a private argument to a full-fledged public soap opera with every new twist and turn. Sure enough, he jumped into the drama, throwing shade and added even more. This whole situation is a roller coaster, and it's clear the drama isn't cooling down anytime soon. Remy, Massachusetts, has never been one to avoid conflict, whether it's with words or fists. People still bring up her past, like the time she allegedly shot a friend over money issues, which many see as proof of her tough personality. With so much tension in the air, your license, and to be honest, they had a point, but the drama didn't end there. Remy, who is no stranger to controversy, intensified the anger by making false accusations against Claressa and now says she's spreading false information to harm her reputation. Claressa responded. Rumors began to circulate that Remy had hired someone to tamper with Claressa's drink, which some fans believe is not just petty but perhaps illegal. This led to a showdown after he challenged Remy to a boxing bout. Some people think Remy would go that far, but it's hard not to wonder what might happen next. This messy feud serves as a reminder of how quickly things can spiral out of control when emotions run high, making it the kind of drama you just can't look away from. Let emotions take control. What is actually going on with people? Some people believe that his relationship with Claressa Shields may be more complicated than it first appears. Could he be trying to remind Rooney of her shortcomings or even alter the balance of power in their relationship, or are people overanalyzing the situation? Papoose has always portrayed himself as a devoted husband and father to this wife and their blended family, so if the rumors are accurate, this would be a significant departure from the image he has carefully cultivated over the years. Then Claressa Shields is stirring things up by challenging Remy to a boxing match, proving a point, or is she sincerely attempting to resolve their differences in the ring? For Claressa, boxing is second nature, but taking on a non-professional fighter has led to her being criticized for having an unfair advantage. She defended her choice, stating that it would be a courteous and equitable way to settle their differences, but not all of her detractors think it's more about. So the whole situation seems like it could be more about making a statement or even a publicity stunt to take advantage of all the attention this drama has caused, rather than actually finding a way to fix things. Now, with everything blowing up, people are wondering why it's all happening right now, thinking there might be something more going on. Social media has definitely turned this into a full-on spectacle, with cryptic posts, shady comments, and little jabs being thrown left and right. Fans are picking sides and turning comment sections into battlegrounds. Some are supporting Remy, thinking she's getting unfairly dragged, while others are standing by Claressa. One thing's for sure, this isn't ending anytime soon. Others are supporting Claressa for standing her ground, and poor Papoose is stuck. Whatever the reason, a pride at falling out that spilled into the public eye is clearly more serious than a minor misunderstanding. The situation feels like a reality show that no one can stop, with layers of drama building and the internet consuming it. Where this ends is unknown, but as the drama continues, it's worth stepping back to consider the bigger picture. What does this whole mess say about the culture of public feuds and how the media keeps them alive these days? Personal conflicts frequently turn into public spectacles for clicks and views, and the line between what's private and what's public has nearly vanished. It's not just messy for the parties involved, it sets a poor example for how disputes should be resolved generally. Remy, Massachusetts, has worked hard to rebuild her life and reputation after her time in prison, and something like this could reverse all of that progress. On the other hand, Claressa Shields runs the risk of coming across as excessively combative or even opportunistic, which hopes that cooler heads will prevail. When 50 Cent decided to get involved, things became even more messy. There is a wild notion that Remy may have put Claressa in danger by putting a hit out on her. He gave Claressa unsolicited advice, telling her to avoid fighting her no matter what she would bring. The block classic 5050 stirring the pot as usual, but Claressa wasn't exactly listening. She was already pitching the idea of a boxing match with Remy. She even tweeted, "Come get your whooped," which is a reference to the internet in an Interview with Gem. Old Claressa spilled some tea, and some believe she is going too far while others feel she is literally fighting fire with fire. Additionally, let's not forget who might have started this feud. Remy played dirty first. Rye allegedly leaked Claressa's personal number to harass her. But Claressa wasn't going to take it lie down. She responded by stating that she would fight Remy for $1. Most people assume Claressa has this figured out, but don't discount Remy just yet. She has a history of throwing hands, and we're not just talking about rap fights. After shooting her companion Maka Barnes Joseph over a missing $3,000 in 2008, Remy received an 8-year prison sentence. The story goes that when they were out having fun in Manhattan, Remy found the money was missing from her purse. Remaining composed and working things out, she immediately accused Makita. Things quickly got out of hand, with words flying, punches being thrown, and then a gun going off. The bullet struck Max colon and rectum, leaving her in the hospital. This whole situation could seriously hurt Claressa's career and even make people question Papoose's image as the devoted family man. It's not just some petty drama anymore. It's a clear reminder of how messy relationships can get. The internet is making everything worse, turning small issues into huge debates. Every post just keeps fueling the fire, and now fans are divided, picking sides and turning the comment sections into battlegrounds. Whether it's a real issue or just some drama blown out of proportion, it's becoming a cautionary tale for everyone. For now, all we can do is sit back and watch as this unfolds. Stay tuned, because this isn't over yet. Hospital for weeks. Her 8-year. During Remy Ma's 2008 trial for the shooting, she tried to convince the judge that she wasn't the tough person people thought she was. She told the judge, "I'm not a thug, I'm not a threat, and I still have a lot to offer." But the prosecution, led by Michael Mentos, wasn't buying it. They brought up Remy's past of carrying a weapon and argued that her actions could lead to trouble in the future. Despite her words, the judge wasn't swayed, and Remy was sentenced. This case really changed how people saw her, adding to her tough reputation. It's a reminder that actions speak louder than words, especially when it comes to how people are judged. Sealing her fate, the incident became a cautionary tale, but what's crazy is that despite everything, she didn't seem to regret it at all. In fact, she even mentioned it in her rapping, saying, "I shot my friend over a band, and imagine what I'll do till I can't stand if you thought Ray had calmed down." Since then, think again. In 2019, it was at a benefit performance at Irving Plaza that she allegedly launched a punch at her Love and Hip Hop New York co-star Brittany Taylor, landing a beneficial strike to Brittany's eye. Brittany wasted no time in going directly after Remy, proving she still had the same fire. Posted a photo of her black eye on Instagram and reported it to the police shortly after. Remy was charged with 4 misdemeanor counts of assault and harassment. By May, fortunately, she was able to turn herself in when the case went to trial, and the assistant district attorney disclosed that Brittany's primary eyewitness had stopped cooperating, and another witness claimed to have seen Remy in a totally different location at the time of the alleged. Some people have criticized the couple for airing their dirty laundry in public, but if you thought Papoose would just let it go, think again. In true hip-hop drama style, he fired back with what he called the real receipts. Leaked text messages between Remy and Easy the Block Captain showed romantic conversations and plans to meet up. For Papoose, these messages were the smoking gun that backed up his claims of betrayal. But he didn't stop there. Papoose also brought up his infamous altercation with Easy at one of Remy's events, adding even more fuel to the fire. What do you think? Are these texts real? And do you think Papoose went too far bringing up the past? Drop your thoughts below. We want to know what you think. Events: I handle my business like a man and I have no regrets, he declared in a now deleted Instagram post. This whole situation is especially ironic considering Papoose and Remy, Massachusetts, have long been hailed as the epitome of black love. Seriously, they were the couple everyone looked up to, a true fairy tale in the making. Papoose, the loyal husband, held his wife down for 6 years while she served time behind bars. He was a man out of a movie, always singing her praises, showing up for interviews to declare that Remy was his queen. And let's not forget, the man even married her while she was still locked up. Talk about loyalty right there. Love story had everyone believing in forever. I mean, when people spoke about Remy, it was like he was reading from the pages of a romance novel. Every word, every gesture screamed that their bond was unbreakable. They were the gold standard for relationship goals in hip-hop, but now, well, this fairy tale is crashing down faster than we ever imagined. Now, if you're one of those people who's still scratching their head wondering how Papoose, Remy Ma, and Easy the Block Captain got caught up in a love triangle, and then Claressa Shields made her and Remy was lucky to avoid jail time despite the lack of solid evidence against her, but her name hasn't stayed out of the drama. One of the biggest ongoing issues is her tension with 50 Cent. This all started back in 2018 when 50 commented on one of Remy's photos saying, "Damn Remy, you lost mad weight. Hey Slim." Papoose wasn't having any of it though, and he clapped back at 50. This back and forth between the two has been heating up ever since, and fans are keeping a close eye on what happens next. The drama isn't going away anytime soon, and everyone's waiting to see how it will unfold. Will this feud end or keep going? Trends into the drama. Sounds wild, right? Don't worry, I'm here to break it all down for you. Before we get into the whole proposal situation, here's a quick recap. Easy the Block Captain, a battle rapper, has been making headlines for months. There's been a lot of talk about him and Remy possibly having more than just a professional connection. Rumors about an alleged fling have been swirling non-stop. Now, Remy has spoken out and things are getting even juicier. What do you think? Were these just rumors or is there some truth? Homeboy being more mature, he naturally set 50 off. He then shared a photo of Remy wearing lingerie with the message "Remy is blocked unless she gets." I told her husband that she had lost weight and that Pap had started tripping, but he went a step further and shared a meme of a balding Papoose with the caption, "Okay, but she lost weight and she's good. What do you want me to do about that?" He even joked that he was going to say, "Next thing, we're not watching Power." It was nasty and messy, but we all know that 50 drama always seems to follow Remy, and it's only getting messier now. Recently, Fat Joe found himself caught in the middle of this situation. Papoose, feeling disrespected by 50 Cent, shared some wild photos of 50 and added the hashtag #GetTheStrap. But Fat Joe, who's like family to Remy and Papoose, decided to stay out of the beef. On his Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast, he opened up about how rough 2024 has been for hip-hop, with all the drama hitting the headlines. Even though he's close to Remy and respects Papoose, Joe admitted it's a tough spot for him. He's loyal to both, but it's hard to see how all this public fighting will affect their reputations. It's a tricky situation, and Fat Joe is clearly trying to navigate through it carefully. What do you think? Will the drama between them ever calm down, or is it just getting started? The potential effects of this public mess. The day before Remy's shocking Instagram TA, Joe even said that he was unaware of the drama that was about to unfold. She was out to dinner with him, acting as if nothing was wrong, and many conjectured that Papoose was at the dinner as well, but he promptly corrected the record by posting, "P to my brother Fat Joe. I wasn't with them at Brooklyn Chop House, but I do frequently spend thousands there, so I love it." However, things took a turn for the worse when Remy revealed even more filthy laundry. After Papoose shared, despite Papa's accusations, she retaliated with receipts of her alleged infidelity, claiming that she spent last Christmas with their daughter. She also accused Papa of having a gambling problem and attempting to coer her into a quick divorce by claiming that he wouldn't leave unless there was a public outsee. Remy also criticized Papoose for filming her during arguments and making fun of her by saying things like, "You're a snitch, you're a rat," and Remy Ma called the police for help. She clarified that things took another turn when Easy the Block Captain decided to address the rumors surrounding his relationship with Remy. He quickly shut down the idea that things were as dramatic as people were making them out to be. He also confirmed that he had indeed been involved with Remy, and surprisingly, Papoose knew about it all along. According to Easy, the situation wasn't as chaotic as it seemed, and in fact, Remy was the one to walk away first. This revelation could be tough for her supporters to hear, as it paints a different picture of what really went down behind the scenes. Now, people are left questioning the dynamics of Remy and Papoose's relationship and what's really been going on between them. What do you think about all of this? Does it change how you see the situation? Claressa Shields, she might want to heed 50's advice before facing Remy now that it's obvious that Remy is not someone to mess with. What do you think? Remy is up to putting in every effort to defeat Claressa, or is this all just talk? Who will emerge from this with their head held high? Please let us know in the comments, and don't forget to watch more of our videos for the most recent information on this crazy tale.